Good morning. We are here. It is Friday. It is Christie's mom's birthday.
We're not sure how long we've been live, though.
Yeah. So, happy birthday, Mama.
Good morning, Keith and Lori.
Yes, and what else can we say here?
Well, did you know that fire alarms do expire?
Okay.
Fire alarms. My mom's has been chirping this morning. It did this about 2 or 3 weeks ago, so we had Spencer climb up and replace the batteries.
Risking his life
Because it's really high. My mom has really high ceilings, and then it's also right beside the stairs to go down to the basement.
So you can easily fall 20, 30 feet.
You can't easily fall. Only really clumsy people would fall.
Well, it's possible.
So I posted some pictures of my mom's yard this morning. Her yard is just stunning out here. My mom did such a good job with it.
It's rained a lot, so it could be stunning. It should be.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You haven't even seen the pictures yet. You haven't even been outside yet. No. I've been outside. Actually, when I first went out there, I could see my breath, though. That's
because you didn't brush your teeth.
I did brush my teeth. See, they're shiny.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the nature can't tell.
I brushed my teeth. I didn't have makeup on when I went outside. So
Enough said. That was the problem.
Did scare the squirrels away.
Yeah, they do have squirrels, but they're tiny squirrels. They're not big squirrels. You can't eat them. Well, squirrels are supposed to be the tastiest meat ever if they've been fed on acorns.
And Keith is saying happy birthday to my mom. So my mom is not on yet that I can tell.
But we do hear her wandering around upstairs.
I know she's awake.
Yes.
Her coffee's ready for her. It's her birthday.
So you made coffee for her, or is it the Keurig?
Of course I did. Well, the Keurig, but I put it in her cup for her.
Oh, that was nice.
Like she has her... Good morning, Shay.
Shay's never seen, but she's always heard. Which is good, because she's adorable. I mean,
she won't come on camera with us, though. She doesn't want to.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Mackenzie was here, though. She probably she wouldn't either.
No, when Mackenzie was a kid, we'd have the video camera all the time. And it didn't matter who we were taping. Mackenzie would be like, okay, it's my turn now. And she would be like, hello. She would kind of come into frame all the time.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, it was. And Zach found an article from when he was 11 years old yesterday.
Let's clear this up. My mother found it.
Yes.
I took a picture of it and gave it to Zach.
Yeah, and it talks about, because Zach won, an award when he was 11.
Right there in my paper, in my book.
He was
a little
young
entrepreneur.
Award.
Yeah.
So he won $100, and because he used to buy candy and toys and sell it at the market when we sold it, and it was a great way to make it so he could make money. Mm-hmm. So it worked out well. You really shouldn't do your nails over the speaker or microphone.
What am I doing with my nails?
Well, you're flicking your nails so they can hear it.
Oh, you are so picky. So picky.
But you don't do it right over the microphone.
I will wish my mom a happy birthday. Thank you, Lori and Keith. Thank her for bringing you into this world. Oh, Lori, you don't know me yet.
Last time.
And good morning, Monica. And I will tell my mom. I'm going to have to make sure she watches this today so she knows how many people are saying happy birthday to her.
In September last year when we came to Canada, it was cold. Very cold. But I asked Christie's parents, why didn't you spank her more? Because it sure would have made my life easier. And that's when they'd said that, they were so focused on Rod that there was no time for Christie. Which, if you knew Rod, you'd kind of get it.
Tirsa is in Paris now.
Oh my gosh, Tirsa. Are you by yourself or are you with a group?
I'm so glad you're having a good time, honey.
Yeah, are you with a group? Because, man, that would be, to travel the world. I guess you can see it by yourself. I should send myself and go.
You should send yourself?
Yeah.
You can't get to Europe now.
Why?
There's no, I don't know.
Is it shut down?
Well, I think so. I don't think there's much open. I don't know. Ask Tirsa.
It is a crazy
She was already
world.
there, though.
It's a nutty, crazy, stupid world at this moment. Just with all of the rules and crap. And, oh, it's getting worse, it's getting worse. I was reading an article talking about the Texas hospitals.
Why does it always have to go back to COVID?
Because the world is nuts. So the hospitals, they were talking about how the hospitals were overrun in Texas. Only 15% of the hospital population has anything to do with COVID. 15. 1-5.
Tirsa is traveling by herself right now. Her au pair job is over, and she is traveling by herself.
Tirsa, you are a fascinating young woman. That is amazing. That is great. I love that. Mm-hmm. So I think for us, when we go, we maybe have to go together, though. Although it would be fun to go separately.
Your mom's watching. Good morning.
Hello, Mom. Is it still wonderful in the zoo, the weather? Because it's not here. I mean, today kind of looks like it maybe. But hey,
it's supposed to be nice today.
Give it 10 minutes and it's going to change anyways.
Yeah, my mom's garden is beautiful. That is very true. Very, very true.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's talk here. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, today's the birthday party. So that's what we're concentrating on today.
What are we having? Oh, we're having that chicken marsala?
Chicken marsala.
Marsala? But it's all based on wine. So I guess if you're having a wine-based meal, it's going to be good.
How is chicken marsala all based on wine?
Well, it's got marsala right in the name.
It also says chicken, but you didn't say it was based on chicken. There's more chicken than there is wine.
It's easier to find chicken than it is to find the wine.
Well, yeah. For whatever reason, the Marsala wine is not that easy to find. At least it wasn't this morning. Of course it wasn't this morning.
Oh, what did you say the guy said at the liquor store about in the last few months?
Oh, I told him we were making chicken Marsala for the first time, so I wasn't sure what to use and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, do you know how many times I've heard people say that in the last 3 months?
So, yeah, lots of people experimenting, right?
Yes, absolutely. They've been experimenting.
So that's cool. I'm actually going to bring the
It won't let me go to
here.
any of the other sites.
So, excuse me a moment.
John will just...
There we go. So now... look at that. Nothing.
Hooray. But we have chats.
Yeah, but maybe... Somebody type something now. Just even hello, please, so we can see if it's working here. Because we never know.
Are we live even still? Oh, there we go.
I think we're live.
This is open. So Eva and Kathy Smith are watching. Kathy says happy birthday to my mom.
Yes, and we're going to see Kathy soon also.
Next weekend.
Yeah, that's cool.
There. Okay, so everything seems to be working.
Oh, there we go. 27 soft rain. Wish Mom a happy birthday earlier, but another one is good. Okay. It's working. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
So apparently it's real time because it should have showed up with a feed if it was there.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm going back to the other feed, which I'm...
Okay. Well, we've got this here. So then now just let's talk.
Let's talk. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I was thinking, how are babies made?
I told you we weren't talking about that.
All right. What else?
Good morning, Karina. How are you, my dear?
So, yeah. Christie never tells me how babies are made.
If he doesn't know by now.
No.
And Eva says happy birthday. Are you watching up there, Mom?
When we were younger, we bought the the pop-up book of human sexuality.
Reproduction, I think.
Maybe. It was reproduction. Whatever it was a pop-up book, and everything popped up. It was like pop, 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 pop.
It's almost like real life.
Almost like real life, except when that uterus pops up, and then you had the dial that said how many months of gestation.
That was kind of a cool book.
It was.
Kind of a cool book.
Went to Costco yesterday. Well, actually went to Superstore also, and Christie had a cart that was onerous, and she turns the corner.
Onerous.
She knocks over a display, books all over the floor. It's just like, oh, look, a book on cursive writing. So I thought that was very lovely that she knocked over a book on cursive writing.
It was just a little cardboard stand, and it had like 8 kids, like little learning books.
But
on
she
it.
could not control the
cart.
carts.
Just would not. And I don't know. I mean, lots of you shop at Superstore, so they have that little short cart in front, and then it goes out really far. It's really hard to see where the front end. It's like driving a new car. You never know what you're going to hit.
Yeah, that's the problem. When Christie drives, you never know what you're going to hit.
It's hot and humid in Bucerius. We know that, Karina. And Eva, yes, yeah, he really did not need that explained. Thank you very much, my dear friend.
We have eggs in the house, in the kitchen, all over the place, and I've never seen that. That's weird.
Stop, both of you.
What are you doing? You've got this here now.
All of them? That does all of them?
Yeah, a vast majority. Maybe two. I don't know which feed this is off of. We should figure this out. One of these days we'll figure it out.
It's two feeds, because you've got Eva and your mom and Karina, which are, they're on two different, because Eva's doesn't show up on here.
Well, so thank you for coming on the one feed. That's appreciated.
No, it's two different feeds, I just said.
Yeah, but then I just appreciate the program. It's hard being married to her.
Mm-hmm. I'm very difficult.
She is. Oh my gosh. Cantankerous, I believe, is the word. Onerous and cantankerous.
Shay, come smack your dad.
Shay hurts. Ask Spencer. When Spencer was a little baby, we had a double stroller. And
we were in a grocery cart.
Was it a grocery cart?
We were shopping,
I thought it was a stroller. No. Well, Spencer started to cry, and Shay's just smacking him upside the head. It was just like, just shut up.
She still does that to him, actually. He sometimes deserves it. Right, Spency?
Yeah. My kids are kind of violent to each other. Like, still.
Well, in a good way, though.
There's no good way to be violent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's complicated. Because with Christie, she's like, it's good violence. It's good for kids to beat the crap out of each other in their mid to late 20s.
Eva wants you to be thankful and gracious at the same time.
I can do that. Thank you. I'm happy for you. Very thankful for you. So what stories can we tell them today? We've got stories.
Do we?
I'm pretty sure. You can tell them what happened yesterday.
Smack in the head.
So McDonald's, their small and medium iced coffees are $1 each right now. When you go large, it's a lot more, and they don't give you a discount, but they're small and mediums. So Shay was saying last year, when she got the large, it was 50 cents extra to get the large. They have a difference, I guess. But now they just charge you the top tier. So last 2 times I'd gone for an ice cap, I didn't know this. So I just got the larges, but now I get the mediums because you can get 2 mediums and it's still cheaper.
But he didn't. He only got one yesterday.
Yeah, but they're good. Their iced coffee is pretty decent.
Well, their coffee is good in general. I like their Americanos.
Yeah.
Way better than Timmy's. Sorry for all my Canadian friends.
It's so weird.
Mind you, Timmy's is getting better. They must have changed their coffee from last year or a couple of years ago because...
Who gives up their rights to coffee? I mean, Tim Hortons had good coffee. Then McDonald's took it, the same supplier. So then McDonald's had the good coffee and Tim brought in crap. And it was like disgusting coffee. And then now they're trying to get their coffee back to normal. But I think McDonald's is one of the largest coffee places in the world now.
I would imagine, because there's a lot of McDonald's.
Just like when they were doing pizzas, if you're old enough to remember that, they were the 3rd or 5th largest pizza provider in the world. And then they just stopped. Who goes that big, that fast, and then just stops? I guess McDonald's did.
I will say, too, for anybody that lives in Sherwood Park and they need party supplies, and, they can be very expensive, so we went to the dollar store. Boy, they had a good selection.
But it's
at
the
Dollarama.
No, not the Dollarama.
Yeah, the Dollarama on...
We didn't go to the Dollarama.
We didn't go to Dollar Tree.
Yeah, it was Dollar Tree. It's $1.25 at Dollar Tree. Dollarama is just whatever. So we went to the Dollar Tree.
Are you sure?
100%.
I can go get the receipt and check.
You should do that.
Okay, I'm going to go check a receipt because I'm pretty sure
she's going to come back.
Dollarama.
And she's going to be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. because I'm right on this one. It's right beside Value Village in Sherwood Park. And Dollarama is just kind of a couple blocks further. Don't go there because you never know what price you're going to pay. It's got dollar in the name, but that just means like $20, $10, $5. I don't think I've seen much any over $4 or $5 there. So yeah, same as if you go to the Dollar Tree, I believe it's Dollar Tree. It says nothing over 125 or 125 or less, and I haven't seen anything under less. So it's...
You were right. I was so wrong on that one.
Yeah, I know my dollar stores.
Apparently, he knows his dollar stores.
Yes, I do. And I know...
That's sad that he knows them so well.
Well, yeah, and I remember because I was looking at the map and seeing that the Dollarama was further down and Superstore was 2 blocks.
I was just the driver. I was just going where I was told.
Whatever.
I was driving, and I went where I was told. Except for I missed that first McDonald's for your ice caps. You had to wait till after Superstore.
Over an hour we had to wait because Christie doesn't listen.
Well.
But then she talks like she knows what she's talking about. And that's the concern, is that what if other people believe that you know what you're talking about?
I know what I'm talking about most of the time.
Not when it comes to the dollar store.
Well, don't listen to what I say about dollar stores, except for the Dollar Tree on what's that street? Baseline.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Park. I don't know what street it was. And at the Dollar Tree, they have T-shirts for $1.25. And they're
Pretty sure you get what you pay for.
they're made in Guatemala. So that means that in Mexico, we should be able to buy them in pesos for less.
You're so funny.
I think so. Did you notice at Costco they had a machine that cuts fabric?
No.
Yeah, you pop in your fabric, and you've got knives and pens and stuff, and it just cuts out so you can sew stuff.
Oh, like to sell, not on display. Like they were selling those machines.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant like it was in the store like the coffee grinders are.
No.
Okay.
That would be interesting. I don't know why, and it must be possible now, just to get clothes that fit you. Because we live in a world of custom now, where you can cut out fabrics and stuff on your own stuff.
Well, of course you can get clothes to fit you.
So then why does Mackenzie buy off an Amazon when she should go through a clothier that cuts individually for her?
Because it's probably 10 times the price. I would imagine anything custom like that would be very expensive.
Kathy, what are your thoughts on this? You obviously have a machine that cuts fabric for quilts. So yeah.
Lori says it's first time for everything.
Yeah, first time, all the time.
When it comes to dollar stores, that should not be something that you're that proud of, really. Just saying.
It's a decent dollar store, and there was no arrows on the floor. Man, did I appreciate that. It was like you're in a real store. Because it just...
Almost like a real store.
Almost like a real store.
No, I mean, there's a lot of things that are perfectly good at the dollar store. I mean, people that are really that picky about going to dollar stores, maybe they're being a little too picky.
You obviously don't want Australian soft black licorice. Because you have to go to a dollar store to get that.
Oh, yeah. That stuff's pretty good if you like black licorice.
Yeah.
And John and I do.
But 3 pieces, and they're not terribly big, are like 100 calories. Which is like...
It's a lot of sugar in that stuff.
Well, it's a lot of calories. So, which I imagine it's going to be the oil.
It's got to be fat, yeah.
Yeah. Because the sugar itself is 4 calories per gram, and fat is 7. Right? And alcohol is 9. Don't ask me why I know this. It's not like I count my calories. But I should, maybe. Right? Mm-hmm. She has no Baileys in her coffee today, so she's going to be grumbly. Grumpy, not grumbly.
I'm fine without Baileys in my coffee. I drink it 99% of the time with no...
In the last 3.5 months?
Well, that was different.
But even then, when you multiply that by 1,000, which is 99.9 times...
Did I buy it yesterday and I could have at Costco?
No. I'm just saying that for the last 3-4 months, you've been having it almost every day. For you to be 99.9 times, that would be the 3 to 4 months.
Wow.
Times
I'm so glad we're having this conversation.
Times 1,000. So you can't say that anymore because it's not. So maybe
Can you stop?
80
Seriously?
82.7. She, we were yesterday.
Now he's just irritating me.
No, yesterday she was trying to convince us that 8 plus 6 is 16.
There are machines that cut different blocks for quilting. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking more clothing, for custom clothing. Just because at Costco, it looked to me as though they had a fabric cutter. And I don't know how it works. It doesn't tell you. It just tells you that it comes with the knives and it comes with pens and markers, which I'm guessing the pens and markers would be where it cuts. That's my guess. And it was like $500, $470 or $480.
Oh, you made it sound so easy a minute ago.
I have no idea. So I just wondered, can you make clothes that fit human beings with these things? And if so, if you've got automatic everything, I think it might be cheaper for a person to buy the cutters and make their own clothes than not. I mean, obviously you need skills because you don't want to just, that sounds scary. It looks like you go to a private school.
John, yeah. I don't know of the ones for clothes.
Yeah. So, what else, honey?
He could be just, good morning, Sandra. How are you guys in beautiful Winnipeg?
Is it beautiful?
I don't know. Ask Sandra.
Sandra's are beautiful in Winnipeg. Because in Ontario, it appears as though it's beautiful. In British Columbia, it appears as though it is beautiful. It is not beautiful here.
Look out the window. It is gorgeous. The sun is shining. The sky is blue.
The thing with Edmonton is you have to live in the now. Because if you don't live in the now, it's horrible. Like, because the weather is so bad this summer.
It's not been that bad. It's been a rough summer. It has been cold and rainy, but it's 16 degrees. It's going to be 21 today. I know that's not normal July weather, but it's better than what it has been.
It's when you're excited for room temperature.
Saturday's supposed to go up to 24.
And a little bit. See, I think for us, room temperature is 22 to 24. Which is why we're cold all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to take time to get back to Mexico weather when we get back, though, because
it'll be warm. It's hot. The biggest thing is it's so humid in Mexico. Where here it's quite dry, as my skin will tell you.
Is there any news on if the mayor of Jalisco is shutting it down? Any news?
Not yet. There's nothing been official, but he's talking about it.
Keith was at the beach in Jalisco yesterday, very jealous, and Terry Lynn and the family visiting friends. So, yeah, it's very nice. Thanks for showing me, Keith. In my basement. No sand, no water.
No good attitude.
Well, I've got a great attitude.
Good morning, Rob. How are you guys this morning?
He's doing good. They've got a lake in Sherwood Park. I guess we sort of have a lake here. But 100 years ago, there was a lake here. Now,
You think they're sitting at the lake this morning?
maybe.
Weather is lovely here in Winnipeg.
Great. So it's just in northern Alberta that it's terrible.
Well, terrible is subjective. It's better than it was yesterday.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's not Seattle or Victoria.
At least it's sunny. It could be this temperature and weather and overcast and cloudy all the time.
So in front, when we were at the dollar store, Christie was done. I was done. So I went wandering around, and there was a cannabis store. And in front of the cannabis store, there's a girl. She's probably in her early to mid-20s, tatted up. And she's just sitting on this curb, just soaking up the sun, trying to get sunshine.
Some vitamin D.
Yeah, and I was like, that's so sad that you get it like in 5 or 10 minute bursts of sun here. So you just take it when you can get it.
Better than none, honey. Better than none. So if PV shuts down, does Buceria shut down too?
We don't know.
We're not sure because it's two different governors. Oh, thanks, Keith. So no word from the governor of Jalisco yet. The beach was fantastic. The only thing that was missing was us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about the Nayarit governor. He's been oddly silent.
Well, I think he should be silent because if he goes through with this, political suicide.
Well, no, we're talking two different governors. The PV
Jalisco
one.
Yeah, Jalisco.
And I was talking about the Nayarit one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I haven't heard much from him yet lately.
Yeah, I think he's already suicided. Politically. Because,
Jeez.
no, you can't tick off your population and then have them all. Because it's two different bucerias. You've got the one by the water, Deadsville, still, tumbleweeds. The other side, alive, selling, things happening, life. So I don't know how they're going to do that. And I asked a local yesterday, if they do shut down like that, is it going to stay that way? And she's like, yeah.
Stay open, you mean?
Stay
on
open.
The other side of the road, yeah.
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 So downtown is just, it's horrible downtown in Bucerias right now.
Let's not go horrible. The restaurants are open.
Yeah.
It's just the beach is not open. So there's just not a lot of tourists. Not everything is open in Bucerias, but there are lots of restaurants open. You're making it sound way worse than it is in Bucerias.
It is.
Something just fell.
It is. So, yeah, because when you normally have the summertime, you've got the Mexicans, you've got some foreigners, and people wander around, but it's very empty right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But on the other side of the highway...
When's the last time you walked downtown?
I have people that tell me things. Nobody tells Christie anything, but I'm in communication.
Right.
Yep. Even our office, I think it's one of the few offices that's open when Shirley goes.
Yeah, but she doesn't stay open. She just goes and does what she needs to get done and then leaves again.
Yeah, but when she opens it, it's open. And then people call her. And it goes from the office to her phone, which I love. I mean, that's great. We've got to do that when we get back.
It's called call forwarding, honey.
It's amazing. Yeah, when we lived in Canada, they had that. We'd be trying to get the girls together, and every Wednesday...
we go to the restaurant to help.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, there's still a lot of need. A lot of need in the area. I'm sure there is everywhere, but in the tourist areas in Mexico, because the tourists are not there, there's very few. I mean, there's more and more coming. I've seen posts of people that are, I'm going to be there at the end of July. I'm going to be there in the middle of August. So there are people that are still going. Mostly right now it's Americans, because Canadians, when they come home, they still have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Yuck.
Where most of the states do not have that in place, although there are some that do have quarantine in place. Hawaii. And stuff. So so there's a lot of hungry people, literally hungry people.
And they shouldn't be, because when we had the H1N1, that's when I figured it out, that in Mexico you've got 5.5 to 7.5 hours of sun every single day, and there is a smorgasbord growing in the jungles there. It's just these people don't know how to take care of themselves anymore, and it sucks. So hopefully this time around they kind of learn, because it takes about 7 to 9 months to prepare yourself to have your trees grow so you can take care of yourself. So hopefully they learn this time, because it's crazy that people can't take care of themselves.
Well, lots of people don't have the space to do it, and
yeah, but even a neighbor can grow an extra tree or two for them. Because
it's easy to say. It's really easy to say.
A moringa tree will feed a family of 4 after 9 months.
Yeah, but is that all they want to eat is moringa?
If
it will sustain them.
But that's just it, is that why do they have all of these people that are giving all of this money to a place that has all of this sun? It is sad, because 2 generations ago, the parents, the grandparents, knew how to take care of themselves. And now it's to this point where people don't know how to take care of themselves. And that bothers me, which is why I learned how to raise rabbits and chickens and ducks and ourselves, just so we can take care of ourselves. So yeah, it's bothersome. But you know what? Right now, it's got to happen, and hopefully, there's some kind of teaching involved as well. Because that whole give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime. So I'm kind of that guy. I don't know how to fish well, but I can fish.
We'd starve if we relied on his fishing abilities, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. When we lived by the beach for 9 years, for every once in a while I would get into this fishing thing. And one time I was out there and this fisherman, he's just looking at me and he's shaking his head, and he finally taught me how to fish. Because if you're going to shore fish, you have to use what the shore fish eat. And they have these sand fleas, which look like crayfish without the pinchers. And they're all in the sand, and there's oodles of them, and they taste good.
Fried
up.
Oh.
No, for fish. No, people eat them fried up. They taste like crab, soft crab shells. But yeah, they use those, and man, as soon as you throw those on the hook and you just throw the hook out, you got a fish on. I mean, they're little fish. They're not big fish. That's the thing with the warm water. When you go to the cold water, you've got massive fish. Warm water, smaller fish. So you need to work to eat, but you know, if you're hungry, you can do that. So take care of me, honey.
Yeah.
She kind of does. She takes care of me because she feeds me. But, you know, it's good. Our kitchen is nice.
Yeah.
She does burn herself a lot.
It's okay. I'm not complaining about it.
No.
Well, except for when I first do it because it hurts, but I don't constantly complain about it like he seems to.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Rob will teach him at Wabaman's Lake.
Yeah. Freshwater, I think I'd do okay.
I'm not sure we have that kind of time, Eva.
Yep. Actually, that would be good. I'd like to fish. What kind of fish can you catch there? I imagine it's a stocked lake, right? Are most lakes...
How would I know? Ask Eva.
Are most lakes in Alberta stocked, or are they naturally occurring? Because I can't imagine that they continue by themselves anymore with all the people that fish. Oh, I need to get a fishing license then.
Yeah.
In BC, you can get like a 3-day fishing license. In Alberta, I think you have to pay for the year, though. It's like $50 or $100.
For a day? For like a couple of hours of fishing, you want to do that?
You need a license.
Well, we'll have to talk about that.
It's $100 max, right? Who knows how much a fishing license is in Alberta?
Can ask Uncle Google.
Yeah, GTS, baby. Google that stuff. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what else can we talk about?
I don't know what else there is to talk about this morning. You've kind of said a lot this morning.
Yeah. I have no idea what to talk about. Christie gave me coffee this morning.
Yeah.
She's like, take this.
That's not quite how I did it.
That's how I heard it.
I said, when you're ready, I'll go get you a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I know. And then you're like, would you like your coffee now? And I'm like, yes. But to me, it was, take this. That's what I heard.
Well, next time that's what it'll be.
Maybe. Trout, walleye, etc. Okay, good. There's walleye. So how far is Wabaman from here? Can't be that far. How far is Wabaman? All right. Well, I think we're done for today then.
Yep. Well, I've got lots to do today. I have lots of stuff to do for my mom's party.
She's not on, is she? Because it's a surprise party.
It is not.
It's not?
Yeah, we've only been talking about it all week.
Yeah, and her mom's been on, so it's not a surprise.
It is not a surprise party. It is just, there's a couple surprises, but it's not a surprise party.
Whole family's coming over today.
That's not a surprise. So John didn't just ruin it. It's 5 minutes from their place.
Oh, okay, so it can't be terribly far. All right, so be kind to one another, love one another. Don't touch your face, don't touch your spouse's face, and wash your hands to two songs.
Doesn't matter what songs, pick any song.
Bohemian Rhapsody is my favorite.
You sing that twice.
And Fat